structure or guidance, really think of it as a stream of consciousness onto your page today. And this may be a bit daunting, looking at a blank page. So it's really important to think about, this is not for anybody else's eyes apart from your own. So try to let go of any judgment, any sort of self-conscious feelings that you have about this. It is simply for your eyes and for your benefit. And it really doesn't matter what you write. Whatever you write is going to show you something, it's going to illuminate something. And even if that is just you writing, I don't know what to write, which is often how I start when I really don't know what to write. And I might then start describing what's going on around me or what a feeling in my body. And somehow that opens the floodgates for the wild writing. So there's no structure to this. And you may be familiar with Julia Cameron's The Artist's Way, who really talks about the morning pages. And her morning pages are, before you do anything else in your day, is to simply grab your pen and write a stream of consciousness of 3 pages before you do anything else. And I'm not going to give you that prescription of writing 3 pages this morning, but we're going to write for 5 minutes. And I'm actually going to set a timer, and I find this really helps when you don't feel like journaling, is to set yourself a really small amount of time to journal for. And once you get in there, before you know it, the time is gone and you feel like you could maybe carry on for even longer. So we're going to try this morning. I'm just going to invite you to grab your pen, make yourself really comfortable, getting settled into your chair. Hopefully you've got your favorite cup of drink next to you. We're just going to spend 5 minutes thinking about what is on your mind right now. 30 seconds left. And just welcoming you back into this space when you feel ready. Just taking a breath and looking down at your notes, and I won't ask you to share any content with us. That's your private reflection there, but just wondering what you noticed from having spent 5 minutes just for yourself, really going inwards. Sometimes I notice it does become a little bit of a to-do list. Not today, quite deep and reflective today. And people ask me if I usually read back over my journaling and if that's something they should do. And again, there's no right or wrong with this. This is really what you find useful. I don't often read back over my notes. But sometimes in this wild writing, it can be useful to just have a scan over, notice any themes that have come up, or highlighting any words that feel significant for you today, just to kind of think about what you may like to do with that as you move throughout the day. Nikki, thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing as well. Started off matter of fact and went into reflection on where you were a year ago. Isn't it just fascinating where the mind goes? Because you think, well, what was I thinking about that anyway? Where did that come from? Lisa, lovely to have you here. You feel like your mind is a lot more free and focused. It really is amazing how much focus you can find in just that short amount of time. And so one of my passions is breaking down this barrier that we have to have lots of time for journaling to be of benefit, because actually we don't need that at all. And sometimes we can create that as a barrier for ourselves. And Team Caroline, as you started writing, you thought much more to put down on paper. Yeah, it kind of unlocks, doesn't it? And unfolds. Brilliant. Thank you all for sharing that. And maybe just thinking about as you move into your week, maybe you're back to work tomorrow, maybe you've got children off school as it's the Easter holidays, just thinking about where could 5 minutes come in? Where could you take this 5 minutes for yourself? And just maybe making a little commitment to yourself to do that this week. Our theme for this month is finding clarity. Big subject. It's actually one that was requested from somebody who comes along to these sessions quite regularly. And it's a subject that lots of clients bring into the coaching space as well, wanting to find clarity, have this clear idea of where they're going, what they're doing. But they usually start by painting a picture of the opposite of clarity. I feel like I'm stuck. I feel like it's full of fog. I feel like it's heavy. It's really foggy or misty around. I can't see the way forward. I can't see where I'm going. And blurry, that's a really good word as well, Nikki. Yeah, it feels a bit blurry. So really wanting to seek a clear picture. And I'm just wondering what you think of, what image comes to mind for you when you think of this clarity that you seek. Maybe there's a big, lovely blue sky or lovely expanse of ocean, I was going to say, a clear pond, yeah, looking in to a pond, being able to see through to the bottom. Because sometimes when we're fixated on the fog, it becomes overwhelming. And so I kind of invite you as well, maybe after today, to think about what's the image of clarity that you're looking for, that you're seeking, and seeing if that image can help you move away from the blurry, murky pond into something that you can visualize, you can focus on, to bring you greater clarity. And structure, Gemma, yeah, brilliant word as well. So we're going to look at some journaling prompts now, just some short journaling prompts, which I encourage you to continue with after today's session. And prompts are brilliant for exploring a subject a bit deeper, for taking away that fear of a blank page or not sure what to write. They can really help challenge your thinking and bring in new ideas, new perspectives. And we're going to have a minute or so on each, so it's quite rapid. So I'll talk you through these, and we will focus. We've got about 5 or 6 to work through. So in your own time, reconnecting with your page again. Thinking about, what does clarity mean to you? And coming up next, in your own time, when did you last experience clarity? And what enabled that? Number 3, describe an area of life currently that you would like greater clarity in. And what do you feel is in the way of getting the clarity that you seek? And if you're ready to take on this one, what steps could you take towards increased clarity? Just bringing you back when you're ready.